Hello. Welcome to a quick demonstration on how you can dynamically print tax invoice or credit note depending on the AR invoice amount posted. So this solution essentially wants to address to automatically show tax invoice or credit note on printing AR invoice. So a negative invoice should show credit note, while tax invoice for normal invoices, right, or any amount that is greater than zero. So this solution is applied on printing of AR invoices. So it is assumed that there is only one printed document template for AR invoice, regardless of amount. So the transaction amount can either be less than zero and print credit notes in it, while if the AR invoice amount is more than zero, then print tax invoice instead. All right, so this is the printed document template. So what you can do is you can create a formula. So in this case, it's validating the total entered amount. So if it's less than zero, then print credit note. While if it's more than zero, then print tax invoice. So I would suggest you downloading the original PowerPoint presentation. So you can download this sample template embedded in that file. All right, so these are just the screens that you can customize the print document template in there. So firstly is that you can set up the printed document template through this screen. And with the printing of AR invoice, is what you can see, you have a negative amount there, and the other one is positive. So when you print that and using that printed document template, then you'll be able to see that if it's negative, then it's showing credit note, while if it's positive, then it's showing tax invoice. So let's have a look just to double check what the system is offering. So firstly, let me show you the printed document template. I'll just grab that one first and look at the templates. All right, so this is the template that we would like to use. So what you can do is once you've downloaded the template, all right, if you press Alt F9, then you'll be able to see the formula in it. So you can copy and paste and modify if necessary what the wordings should be. So in order for you to get the formula and go back to the original format, just need to press Alt F9. Right, so that's what you can see, it's actually changing. So this is what we've seen earlier. If the total entered amount is less than zero, then credit note, otherwise tax invoice, right? So maybe if it's zero as well, just put tax invoice in it, right? Okay, so let's have a look again in the system. Looking at this one here, let's look at this. This is an AR sales invoice. It's a negative invoice amount, so negative 50 there. Tax implications, negative 55. As well, you can see here, invoice total is negative 55, while the other one is a positive one. So this is for $100 plus GSTs, 110. So total invoice amount. All right, so let's try to print it. So if I go to accounts receivable and you print here, right? And you have AR sales invoice. So I know that those invoices I created dated 30th of January. So I'll just use previously sent, and if I just retrieve again my customers. So I have this one, and I have, all right. So I'll just choose show for customers. I think that should be okay. And, but so it prints a document in here. I have something like this, which is show invoice or credit memo dynamically. Let's have a look if I can capture those two. Perfect. All right, so you'll see here we have invoice 32 as negative, invoice 31 as positive. So we should be able to see tax invoice here, and I should be able to see credit note in this one. All right, so if we click on print or email, let's have a look. Okay, so 32, we have credit note there, right? Because it's negative, while the other one is a positive, which is invoice 30 ending in 31. Then it's giving us tax invoice. So yep, so you can make use of this kind of logic, validating the amount, especially if you're just restricted or required to have one particular document template that should dynamically show whether it's a tax invoice or credit note. This is assuming, of course, that the credit note is being created like a negative AR invoice. Then you can just have one template and to dynamically indicate what that transaction is all about. So in this case, that's what you can see. The label changes from credit note if it's negative, and if it's positive or zero, then to tax invoice. All right, so hopefully this recording helps. Thank you.